Hi, I'm Leanne and I'm going to show you how to clean dogs' ears today. So hopefully Millie is going to be very willing about this. She's not used to getting her ears cleaned because being a terrier with upright, sticky up ears, most of these dogs don't have a lot of ear problems. If you're a spaniel and have hanging down long ears, you're most likely going to see a lot more of your vet from an ear point of view. Having said that, you can really cut down on problems if you regularly clean ears if they need it. Not good to do it too often because we've got normal flora that lives down there, so normal bacteria that should be there. So we don't want to be cleaning out the ears too often to get rid of all that and allow bigger, nastier bugs to come in. So little and often. Having said that, sometimes spaniels, may need it as regularly as every couple of weeks, especially in the summertime or stickier weather. So I'm just going to show you what we need. First of all, cotton wool. Cotton balls are fine as well. Don't please ever use cotton buds. We remove the ends that come off the plastic main stem of it that are stuck right down by the eardrum. So please don't use cotton buds. They're just dangerous and uncontrollable when you've got a dog jumping around on the other end. So cotton wool and some sort of ear cleaner. Some people will use oils of various types. Like olive oil, which is okay. Having said that, the ear cleaners that are made for dogs are best because they really kind of liquidize the wax and soften it up, so they make it much easier to remove, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take this off. Minnie doesn't like the look of this already. I love the ones that have these long stalks, okay? They have a long stalk for a reason, because dogs' ears are not like ours. They're like an L shape. Their ear canal goes down and it kind of turns the right hand corner and goes straight in. So a big long L. The last thing I want to do is cause damage, but to be honest with you, I'd really have to try very hard to cause damage. So only if I had something very long and thin and narrow and was really trying to cause a problem, which I'm not obviously, would I cause any problems. Most people will be a bit too hesitant and be cleaning the outside of the ear perfectly, and of course nothing goes down the actual ear. So there's lots of little cracks and crevices and folds in here, as you can see. This is all normal and it varies from dog to dog. And there's only one way down, okay? There's only one canal, and the angle of that usually goes towards the corner of the mouth. So I know that if I'm going to put my little stalk, I'm going to put my stalk down this direction. Oh, she doesn't like the look of it. And I know then that I'm directing it properly. Once I've pulled up this out part, I'm directing it properly, and I know I'm going to get the cleaner right down the ear, which is where I need it. So you can't really go too far wrong, and don't be too hesitant, because then you really will not do a proper job and dog does not end up getting a clean ear. So I'm pulling up the pin at the outside flap of the ear, and I can see my little ear canal opening here, okay? So I'm getting my ear, or my ear cleaner I should say, which you're not going to like this, but anyway. So putting it down, and like you see, I've put my tip right down, and she's tolerating that. It's not sore as long as she doesn't have a painful ear, and then you should be going to your vet. So I'm now going to squeeze it, which again she's not going to be a fan of because it's cold. Oh, so don't panic, okay? Oh my goodness, Minnie, being a vet's dog is not a good idea, is it? So squeezing right down, and I've filled up that now. I can see, I literally stopped squeezing once I could see that fluid coming up towards the outside of the ear. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger and my forefinger, and I'm going to feel the tube, which is the ear canal. I'm going to put my thumb on one side and my finger on the other, and I'm going to, if you can hear that squelch, oh, don't be a drama queen, miss. I'm going to squeeze, just nicely massage that down. So you can hear a nice squelch, okay. Oh, now she's deciding she likes it. This is actually quite nice. So I'm only ever going to get to the corner of the right-hand turn, shall we say, where it goes in. So her ears are nice and clean anyway, which is why I don't normally bother doing them. And before you spray this all over me, miss, a little bit of wet cotton wool on the end of your finger. Don't worry, you won't lose it. And I'm going to just try and push this and clean down as far as I can get my finger, which, as you see, isn't very far. Now, with much larger breed dogs, say something like a Labrador or a Rottweiler or something like that, I can often get into my knuckle. And still, at that point, you're hardly at the corner where they're going to be going towards the skull. So really, with your finger and cotton wool, as long as it's not an earbud, as I said, you will not do any damage. So most dogs, you'll be taking this stuff out and be getting lots of wax on the end of it. Minnie, of course, is perfect, which is why she is unused to having her ears cleaned. And a nice little refreshing ear clean for her. So she'll usually have a bit of a head shake once it's cleaned, which is not too bad. and I got a kiss, so I can't be too much out of favour. So that's how you clean an ear, really easy. I'll just go through quickly on the side. Again, pull up the ear flap, and you're going straight down towards the corner of the mouth, squeezing your ear cleaner until you actually see it kind of coming out towards you. Massaging, one thumb on one side, finger on the other side, that canal. It's like a tube, you can actually feel it. And you're getting squelch positive, which means you know you're in the right place. A little bit of cotton wool on the end of it, right down as far as you can get it, cleaning in all around those cracks and crevices, and you're done. Just don't get in the habit of doing it too often. If they're clean, I know, right, well, I don't have to touch them probably for another 2 months now. If they're dirty, you might want to do them a couple of weeks later. And again, if the dog is sore or the ears are red, do not touch them. Go to your vet. Okay? Thank you.